Welcome back to Secret Stream. Amidst the intense investigation targeting Scene P. Diddy Combs, 50 Cent has been openly critical about the dubious connections linked to Diddy. As scrutiny intensifies, insiders close to Diddy feel the walls closing in, anxious about being implicated in the scandal. Notably, Clive Davis appears particularly unsettled by the developments. 50 Cent suggests that the murky dealings surrounding Diddy are on the verge of being publicized, thrusting Diddy and his associates into the limelight. What has 50 Cent actually disclosed? Known for his directness, 50 Cent has consistently highlighted Diddy's controversial actions. He recounts an intriguing anecdote believed to originate from him. He revealed that Diddy once suggested going shopping together. He approached me years ago at Chris Lighty's wedding, 50 Cent recalled, suggesting a shopping trip. I was perplexed, wondering, did I hear that right? Better step away before I really react and ruin this event. This revelation stirred quite the conversation, as such an invitation among men can raise eyebrows and suspicions about underlying intentions. However, the consensus is that 50 Cent interpreted this as Diddy attempting to entangle him in questionable dealings. Adding to the intrigue, a representative for 50 Cent last year informed TMZ that G-Unit Films and Television was developing a documentary scrutinizing the allegations against Diddy. They announced that proceeds from the documentary would support victims of sexual assault and harassment. 50 Cent even teased the documentary on Instagram, featuring a clip where ex-Bad Boy Records artist Mark Curry alleged that Diddy covertly tampered with drink bottles at clubs to exploit women. Surprisingly, 50 Cent didn't stop there. He also criticized Rick Ross and Diddy directly, citing lyrics from Ross's track about drugging a woman's drink unknowingly. Initially considered a jest, the concept of a surviving Diddy documentary gained traction, supported by a viral poster featuring Diddy and the Netflix logo, misleading many into believing it was an actual project in progress. On November 20th, 50 Cent hinted at possibly developing a feature film titled Surviving P. Diddy following lawsuits against Diddy by Cassie and another by a former colleague, Avi Pierre, over alleged mistreatment. However, before delving deeper into Diddy and 50 Cent's ongoing saga, let's reflect on a comparable scenario involving R. Kelly, the infamous R&B icon embroiled in severe legal battles and subsequent conviction. Diddy finds himself in a parallel plight to R. Kelly, marred by allegations of misconduct and dubious transactions, casting a shadow over his status as a mogul under severe legal jeopardy. Despite the differences, the similarities with R. Kelly's fall from grace are unmistakable. Despite the challenges earlier this year, Diddy's predicament worsened in February when former producer and videographer Rodney Lil Rod Jones sued him. Jones, deeply involved in Diddy's recent project and even residing at his estate temporarily, described his dream job turning nightmarish. He accused Diddy of overstepping boundaries and issuing threats akin to those reported by Cassie. Jones's ordeal didn't end there. He recounted a disturbing episode where he awoke disoriented and unclothed alongside Diddy and others, escalating the scandal. He also alleged possession of recordings showing Diddy's involvement in illegal activities, such as soliciting and providing alcohol to minors. High-profile names were implicated in his lawsuit, including Diddy's son, the CEO of Universal Music Group, and actor Cuba Gooding Jr., whom he claimed behaved inappropriately during an event with Diddy. The saga continued on March 25th, with federal raids at Diddy's properties in Los Angeles and Miami, linked to sexual assault and illicit substance distribution investigations. Diddy's lawyer contested these claims, dismissing them as baseless and describing the situation as a witch hunt. As we catch up to the present, 50 Cent is actively promoting a potential film that could delve deeper into Diddy's alleged misdemeanors. Despite the supposed Netflix collaboration being debunked, 50 Cent's intentions appear sincere, suggesting the film could undergo scrutiny similar to the 2019 R. Kelly documentary. Amidst this turmoil, Clive Davis, the iconic music executive who once mentored Diddy, feels the strain. Davis, instrumental in guiding Diddy's early career and linked with music legends from TLC to Whitney Houston, faces his challenges as past actions come to light, hinting at deeper narratives behind the scenes. Let's turn back the hands of time to the 1990s, an era on the cusp of a hip-hop explosion into mainstream culture. At this pivotal moment, Diddy, then known as Puff Daddy, faced a critical juncture after parting ways with Uptown Records. In search of a new platform for his nascent label, Bad Boy Entertainment, fate led him to cross paths with Clive Davis. Recognizing a unique spark in Diddy's vision, Davis decided to invest in Bad Boy, offering the financial support and guidance necessary for Diddy to realize his aspirations. Under Davis's tutelage, Diddy flourished, propelling Bad Boy to the forefront of the music industry and solidifying his future as a formidable mogul. However, the relationship between Diddy and Clive Davis stirred up industry gossip about its true nature. Some insiders speculated that their collaboration extended beyond professional boundaries, insinuating that Diddy performed extraordinary favors to gain Davis's endorsement. Gossip suggested that Diddy might have partaken in controversial acts to win his mentor's favor, with rumors even hinting at a secret romantic involvement over 5 years. These rumors persisted until Clive Davis shattered the silence in his memoir, openly acknowledging his bisexuality and confirming a past intimate relationship with the man, which many speculated involved Diddy. This disclosure aligned the scattered pieces of their complex relationship, suggesting it had surpassed mentorship to touch on deeper personal connections. The public revelation unleashed a wave of speculation about the influence Davis may have had on Diddy's more controversial tactics. Some observers even suggested that Diddy had adopted dubious methods from Davis himself. Echoing these concerns, Jaguar Wright made startling accusations in an interview, claiming a lawyer formerly employed by Diddy confided in her about witnessing a compromising scenario involving Diddy and singer Christopher Williams in Diddy's office. While Wright's allegations remain unverified, they resonated with those convinced of the adage, "Where there's smoke, there's fire." Wright also implicated Davis in a cover-up of a horrific incident at a City College charity basketball event organized by Diddy in 1991, where a fatal stampede claimed 9 lives, including a child and a pregnant woman, the girlfriend of rapper Father Vinci. Despite Diddy's staunch denial of any involvement, alternative accounts suggested negligence on his part for ignoring safety warnings. Further controversies emerged when Vine star Jay Versace claimed to have had an unsettling encounter with Diddy at his mansion, alleging that it mirrored the inappropriate scenarios described by Wright. These incidents painted a grim portrait of Diddy's conduct, potentially influenced by Clive Davis's own manipulative tendencies within the industry. Rumors persisted that Davis had imparted upon Diddy the art of managing difficult artists, with whispers that Davis might have benefited from the untimely death of Whitney Houston. Following Houston's death, both Diddy and Davis were reportedly seen celebrating at the location of her demise, fueling speculation about their involvement. Amid these swirling rumors, the conversation often turns to the arcane nature of music contracts. Investigative journalist Hank Harrison unearthed alarming clauses in artist contracts known as death clauses, which astonishingly benefit record labels financially upon an artist's death. These clauses allow labels to insure artists for values vastly exceeding their estimated earnings, essentially making them more valuable deceased than alive, a chilling testament to the industry's dark underbelly. This revelation serves as a stark reminder of the lengths to which industry models might go to protect and maximize their investments, regardless of the human cost. Yet, there's more beneath the surface. The notorious death clause is not a modern invention. Its roots trace back to an era dominated by the music industry's more shadowy characters. Initially, these provisions were crafted to safeguard financial interests, capitalizing on the misfortunes of others without hesitation. Over time, though the essence of its intentions has remained disturbingly consistent, the scope of these clauses has dramatically expanded. Today, amidst massive investments in nurturing new talent, such insurance policies have escalated into multi-billion-dollar safeguards designed to protect the financial stakes of record labels should disaster befall their artists. Though it might seem like the plot of a suspense thriller, this grim reality casts a long shadow, secretly profiting from both the lives and untimely deaths of artists. In the midst of these alarming disclosures, speculation is rife about Clive Davis's possible entanglement with this infamous clause, particularly regarding whether he might have financially benefited from the tragic demise of his most famous protege, Whitney Houston. Despite the absence of direct evidence tying Davis to these exploitative practices, the voices of artists and industry insiders have begun to break their silence. These narratives paint a sinister portrait of Davis' potential involvement in exploiting such tragic provisions. Among the outspoken is avant-garde musician Diamanda Gallas, who unleashed a fierce critique on Facebook, branding Davis a colossal pig and slamming him for pushing Houston back into the spotlight prematurely for financial gain. Her predictions even mocked Davis' potential rationalizations for capitalizing on Houston's death. Echoing Gallas, Jaguar Wright in a recent interview suggested that Davis's maneuvers were aimed at reclaiming control over Houston's career, asserting that he pushed for her comeback regardless of its impact on her health. Amidst Gallas's biting remarks, Davis's representatives fervently denied these claims, asserting his deep affection and respect for Houston. Yet the allegations persist, amplified by a growing chorus of detractors who condemn the perceived exploitation of artists by industry moguls like Davis. To better grasp this context, let's revisit 2009, a critical year for Whitney Houston, orchestrated by Clive Davis. After overcoming personal struggles and a tumultuous divorce, Houston made a celebrated return with I Look to You. The album's success was meteoric, selling over 304,000 copies in just a week and re-establishing her at the zenith of the music charts. Davis publicly celebrated Houston's resilience, highlighted by the track I Didn't Know My Own Strength. Despite this resurgence, it became her final album, as her abilities had been compromised by her previous battles with addiction, much to Davis's dismay. However, Davis' optimism seemed tinged with financial motives rather than genuine concern for Houston's well-being, as he has been known to prioritize profit over the welfare of his proteges. The narrative took a tragic turn on February 11, 2012, the eve of the Grammy Awards, when Houston was discovered deceased in her Beverly Hilton hotel bathtub, mere hours before she was due at Davis' pre-Grammy celebration. Despite the profound loss, the party proceeded with Davis paying homage to Houston's legacy. He insisted that the show must go on, in line with what he believed Houston would have wanted. The circumstances of her death sparked widespread speculation, bolstered by an autopsy report that noted accidental drowning with heart disease as a contributing factor, alongside possible recent substance use. While concrete links between Davis and the accusations surrounding Diddy are elusive, there's an undercurrent of belief that Davis may have exerted a detrimental influence over his artists. As the story unfolds, Diddy himself has expressed nothing but gratitude towards Davis, crediting him with crucial support during the formative days of Bad Boy Entertainment. Meanwhile, 50 Cent has raised concerns about Davis's anxiety over potential repercussions if Diddy were implicated in legal issues, fearing Diddy might expose more than just industry secrets. As the saga continues, both industry insiders and the public alike watch eagerly, pondering whether 50 Cent will proceed with his planned film to illuminate the darker aspects of the music industry, or if Clive Davis might find himself the focus of further investigations. Such scrutiny only intensifies as more voices join the fray, challenging the legacy of industry titans like Davis and questioning the ethical boundaries they may have crossed. We invite your thoughts on these developments. Do you believe 50 Cent will follow through with this project, or could Clive Davis be the next on the investigative radar? Share your views below. Thank you for joining us on Secret Stream. If this journey through the hidden corridors of the music industry has intrigued you, hit like, subscribe for more deep dives, and share to expand our community of curious minds. Until our next adventure, stay vigilant and safe, explorers.